be for the moment. And we'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. But looks like it's fine again on my screen. All right, cool. Well, welcome to the show. My name is Brian. Hi, I'm Brian. This is my show. Welcome to In the House. It's a podcast that I like to do every once and again. Usually every Saturday. I try to shoot for 7:30. I'm sorry, 8 o'clock to 9:30 is what I shoot for. But it doesn't seem like that has been working out lately. I don't understand computers. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. If you want to join the show and be a part of the show, you are more than welcome to. You are going to need a phone, preferably some headphones with a mic, like some ear pods or some Beats, something along those lines. But if you want to join the show, you can join the show through Zoom. You open up Zoom, you join a meeting that's already going on, and the password and the meeting number are up on the top of the screen, or they should be very soon. I know there's a 20-second delay. Let me make sure Zoom is working okay. Let me share this OBS virtual camera on my Zoom. Let's see if that's affecting anything else. Oh, lo and behold, it is. Why? This was never an issue before. Well, I've never tried it like this before, but I don't know, this is being real stupid. I don't like this. Maybe if I switch my cameras. Let's try that out. I doubt it, but I'd be willing to give it a shot. Let's see what we got here. We're going to go with this one. Then we're going to go like this. And we're going to unplug that one and go like this. And we're going to come back in here and go like this. Let's just go to 1080 at 30 frames a second. Maybe that'll help out. About to find out. And hopefully in the process, my phone won't die. But it's already seemingly better. But it's still really, for me, too soon to say. It is too soon to say. So yeah, I was using an iPhone 7 to be my camera, and now I am not. I'm using my iPhone 12, and it seems to have made a significant difference. So that's cool. So if you want to join the show, let me make sure security is off. Okay, the waiting room is not on. So cool. All right. So I guess I'll just start my rant. Hi, I'm Brian. I'm doing good. How are you? Hope you're doing equally as awesome. First pop of the day. So good. Still haven't eaten. Today was one of those days I woke up and it was rainy out. At least it sounded like it was rainy out. It could have just easily been my air conditioning being all weird. But it's one of those days I got up and just like I took a shower, did my thing, and just kind of laid back down and started rubbing the blanket on my nose like I did when I was a baby. And it was glorious. I'm not going to lie, it was glorious. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Very much so. I have had the craziest week, dude. Like, I'm getting sick of companies trying to squeeze like toothpaste everything they can from their employees and not really what's the word I'm looking for? Not really give a shit, really. I guess, I know there's people at my job where I work that do care and they are concerned, and I appreciate those people 3,000%. And you know who you are. But there's just some people that are like, you know what? We have 100 of these things. Let's get rid of 3,000 of them. It's fine. They'll figure it out. I feel like that's kind of where I'm at with things now. And it sucks too because I am one of those people that kind of work my way up. I work my way up the ladders, and I start as a low little peon and work my way up to the big times as, eventually, hopefully manager, something like that. Um, but it seems like, and I'm one of those people. There's a couple sides of me. I'm just all over the place. I apologize, but I will give my all in a lot of situations, and I will just nonstop until I can't anymore. But I've learned, whether this is a good thing or not, that if you bust your ass and you do everything you're supposed to do and you get this shit done overly efficiently, better than most of the people that are around you, and in half the time that these other people are doing it, that's just now expected of you at all times and always. And it's kind of a catch-22. It sucks because in one hand you want to be like, yeah, I'm badass, I can rock this out. But when you see Joe Schmo over there not even doing like half or a quarter of the work that you're doing, and he's doing a shitty job at it, and they're just fine with that, and you guys are both getting paid the same, it's just like, why would I do that? Why would I continue to give you my all, get twice the work done that this other guy's doing, and I'm getting paid the same? And then when these employers go to their workers and they're just like, hey, great job, here's a lunch, that's almost kind of like a smack in the face. It's not kind of, it is a big smack in the face. We'll just say, as a hypothetical, we'll just say a whole month has gone by, and it's just like you go from a place where you just intermittently are helping people, and then you're just kind of nothing, and then you're helping people, to just nonstop 5 hours straight, can't take a piss, just can't do anything because you were just swamped and just getting killed. And a whole month of doing that and just hoping like someone recognizes or just even says something, and then they're just like, basically they come up to you and they're like, hey, we saw what you're doing, we really appreciate it, here's $8. Like, what? It's like the equivalent of getting somebody some lunch. It's like, hey, you did a great job, we're gonna buy you some lunch for the great job that you did. It's like, look, if I'm gonna get a lunch, and you know what, I guess it could be sweet. I guess we're just settling for subs from Subway or, cheeseburgers from McDonald's. But listen, if your job ever offers you a meal for doing a good job, you fucking go to Red Lobster or the Olive Garden or just something where it's very pricey that you wouldn't normally go, because like a $5 Wendy's fucking biggie box is not a proper way to say thank you for just getting annihilated. I think that's kind of bullshit. I mean, yes, it's a gesture, I appreciate it. At the same time, it's just like, you know what, keep your $8, because I don't appreciate it, I guess. I don't know, it's just, it's bothering me. And I may or may not have been in a situation such as that recently, where we may have just been getting annihilated. And, I am a fucking machine. I will go, and I have, until I can't. And I was just offered, and here's the worst part. So not only was it, we'll round it up to 10, maybe it was $12 that they gave me for lunch. But they got the lunch at around noon or 1:30, and I didn't even come into work till 4. And by the time I even had a chance to get to eat any of it, it was just sitting out. So not only are they like, hey, great job. I know you've been getting smacked hard so hard the last month plus, but here's $12 worth of food, and it's gonna be real cold, soggy, and gross by the time you get here. But thank you, we really appreciate you. It's at that point, it's like, hey, give me a fucking gift card. Just give me a goddamn gift card at that point, and I'll get it when I could actually use it and eat it and really enjoy it. And then, maybe it will be worth it at that point, because but just the way it was gone about and so half-heartedly, just, I don't know, man. It's shit like that bothers me. So yeah, I figured I'd bring it up. It just kind of sucks, and those are the kind of things too. Again, where Joe Schmo is doing a quarter of the work that you are doing, and you are just knocking it out. It's like, who's gonna keep working really, really hard and doing what they have to do when no one else is enforcing all the bullshit that's going on around what's happening? It's very disturbing. It really makes me mad. And it makes me not want to work hard. And it's unfortunate because the harder I work, yes and no, I guess I get more money. I suppose that is how it works. But that's not true because I could be putting way more effort into it and I guess be going even farther. But again, I'm hesitant to do that because A, it's going to be expected nonstop no matter what. And B, Joe Schmo is still going to be doing his half-ass bullshit. So now I have to carry the weight. And then at that point, if I start dragging a little bit, I'm going to get yelled at for it. Like, why aren't you keeping up these high numbers that you were at? So it sucks. All around, it sucks. And it's starting to wear on me a bit. And hopefully, if I could get this promotion, all this shit won't be such a big deal to me anymore, because maybe I could be someone to change how things are going. Maybe I can be the guy like, hey, don't get them a lunch. Just give them a gift card. Let them get it when they want, how they want, where they want. Just something. And $12. Like, nah. Like, we're going to go 20. Even if it's out of my own pocket. Like, if I was to become a boss, something like that, and the company is only offering $10 per person for whatever reward, and if my team's killing it and they've been getting smacked, I would throw some of my own money into that and be like, look, just so you know, this is what they were going to do. Here's what I'm giving you on top of that because I really appreciate what the fuck you're doing. And, Joe Schmo slacking fucks everybody. It's not, it trickles down. It's like a domino effect. It's gonna travel around the whole business. So your weakest link is just demotivating the rest of your team, so to speak, I guess, because that's kind of what's happening with me. I remember when I started, I guess we have goals essentially, and I'm not gonna go into details of what they are or what, but we'll just say, for example, my goal was to be at a 10. And just without trying, with just being me, I was already at a 10. And I had just started. And there's people that, like, getting to a 6 is really tough for them to do. All right? So I just started. I'm already at a 10, even though that was my goal to hit. It's like, I'm already there. Maybe you should raise my goal up. And again, me not even trying. Not even really putting effort into it, not giving too many fucks, just like as I am. That's just where I stand. Everybody else is like struggling to get a 6. Now, fast forward to today. And I don't pay attention to my numbers. I just come into work. The kind of person I am, like, a lot of people are number driven and goal driven and just all this shit. Like, I don't care about any of that. Like, obviously, yes, I want to be number one and be on top, but at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't look at my numbers. It doesn't matter because, and I have a reason, like, I come into work every day and give 3,000%. Like, I am on my A game at all times when I'm there, whether I want to be or not. I have this stupid Jiminy Cricket on my shoulder. It's like, hey, man, don't do this. It's not right. hey, you should probably do this because it's what needs to be done, even though I don't want to do it. So it's just, I'm constantly giving it my all. So we fast forward to today, and I was told that I was being talked about by the higher ups. From like my big boss told me, like, I'm causing waves. Some people are talking about me. I'm like, cool, whatever. I don't care. That's awesome. I'm not surprised. I work hard every day, so yeah, I kind of expect that. And when they tell me this and I tell them, I'm not surprised, they give me this look like, what? It's like, well, I'm not. I fucking work hard. I give it my best. Like, that's kind of what I expect to come from it. So I'm not surprised. And it doesn't shock me that, people are talking about me and I'm doing well, especially with some of the Joe Schmoes that, I work with and interact with. So it's funny to see the look on these higher ups' faces when they're like, well, have you looked at your numbers? And I'm like, absolutely not. And they're like, well, why? I was like, I don't know. It's not something I look at. Then they're like, what motivates you? It's like, I don't know. And it's just like, and I told them, it's like, I come in, I work, I do my best, and I leave. That's it. That's all there is to it. So I don't look at my numbers. Well, they're like, well, you should really look at them. I was like, why? It's not going to change anything with me. I'm still going to come in. I'm still going to work as hard as I can. It's whatever. It's not a motivator for me. It's not. It's whatever. So they're like, now I am able to kind of see the numbers from our sister company as well. And not that I've looked at them, but this is just what I've been told. So they're like, well, your numbers are kind of astronomically high. It's like, okay, maybe I was getting a bit crazy when I said astronomically, but when you start and your goal is a 6, the number I'm about to throw out there to me seems pretty astronomical. So they're like, well, you should really know your numbers. You're doing really great. You're killing it. I'm like, well, cool, whatever. They're like, do you want to know them? I was like, yeah, I guess, sure. It's just, I love seeing the looks on their faces because I already know it's going to be probably really good, but they were telling me they're running off a couple numbers of some of these other people, and some of these other people have been there for years, and they're really good at what they do, and they're killing it themselves. Like, props to them as well. But they're like, even like one of their top people, they were at like we'll just say it, 22, which is crazy high. Like, that's crazy. When your goal is a 10, and they know you're doing good, so they give you a 10 goal, and then they're like, oh, shit, you're already there. That 10 is high. 10 is high. So 22 is just ridiculous. So I was like, all right, well, I know that person's at a 22. Good for them. This other person's at a 13. That's awesome. So I was expecting to maybe be at, a 13, 14, something like that. So, like, you're at a 33. It's like, what? And, So I'm just fucking killing it. And again, I could be giving way more fucks. I could probably be doing even better than that, even though what I'm doing is already just like ridiculous good to them. So again, it brings me back to, I'm just looking at this Joe Schmo who's just doing nothing, just not putting any effort into things, not giving a shit about fellow workers, stuff like that, and just like, they're fine. They're fine with that. So it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing. It's still benefiting everybody else. It's still helping me. But you know what? I don't want that high level of expectation, even though I already know that these people, like, this is what they want from me now all the time. And it's just like, it's almost like, fuck you guys to a point. But at the same time, it's my job. It's how I make my money. And it's like, I'm probably still going to do it. But in the back of my mind, what I'm really thinking, and after going through what I go through daily and just seeing some of these people, it's almost like, you know what, fuck this. They don't give a shit. I try to lead by example, and especially if I'm going to be, a manager or whatever, and hopefully that happens, because I feel like I can make some really positive changes to this place because, again, I give a shit, and I care about all the people I work with, and even the sister company. Like, I care about all these people. And, of course, I want them to succeed, and apparently I'm doing something right. So if I could teach these, I guess, skills to these people I work with now, maybe I can get these people to my level or close to, or even just kind of would be great at this point. So there's just not as much expectation on me. That would be great. Oh wait, what's up? Who is texting me? Who is this? I don't know who this is, but what's up, guy? Texting me in the chats. Why can't I see all the chats? I don't like how this is set up here. Hold on, let me put this back on the side. Sorta A finally caught one live. Where you working at, meow, brother mans? I'm not sure who you are, but thanks for tuning in to the show. I don't want to get into specifics of where I am working at the moment, mostly because I don't want to get fired for saying or not saying things I shouldn't. But I got a pretty decent job right now. I'm making about $16 an hour. I guess it's not great. But at the same time, you know, we make commission and we get profit sharing at the beginning of the year. And if I can become a manager, man, 4 bonuses, what? I'll take it. Hey, whoever this person is that was texting my YouTube chat, if you want to join the show, feel free to join it through Zoom. I put the meeting number and the password on the screen. You can just join Zoom Live and actually be on the show, whether you want to have a camera on or not, that's fine. But if you want to talk and interject and throw some shit out there, by all means, join the show. By all means. That's why I have Zoom running still, so you should be able to see the show. I found a neat way to share my camera, so it should be very interesting. But yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird thing, because back in the day, we'll just say when I was 15, like I turned 15 and my mom was basically like, happy birthday, you're starting work today. Because at my age, when I was 15, that was the legal age you could start working. So, of course, I started at McDonald's and whatever, but I learned real quick that if you work really hard, they're going to make you do all sorts of stuff all the time. If you don't work that hard, they're not really going to have you do anything. They just let you be, and you can just jerk around and get paid the same as everybody else, and you don't have to work as hard. Now, as a kid, that was cool because, you know, as a kid, you don't give a fuck about working. That's the last thing you care about. You just don't care. You just want to play with your friends, go ride your bike, jump some ramps, create things, build things, play music. You don't want to fucking work. That's the last thing you ever want to do, especially when you're going to school. And then you get out, it's like, oh shit, now I have to go to work. Like, no one wants to do that. I don't even want to do that now. Like, no one wants it. But as an adult, seeing it from the other side now, I still have those feelings, but I just can't get myself to be a piece of shit and just like coast on by, especially when I know there's so much shit that has to get done where if it doesn't get done, then I get fucked and I have to make up and just I won't have the materials and equipment that I need, or just something's gonna go wrong. So it just sucks now being an adult and just still knowing that in the back of my mind. Like, I could just not try and still get paid the same, and I don't know. But it's just demotivating working with some people like that, and especially when you do give it your all and you care about the people you work with, and then you just see they don't give a fuck. They do not, like, I will stay after work to make sure some of my workers are safe when they're leaving the back area because it's dark out. It's a big area. It's like they could easily get mugged or who knows, whatever. And there's fucking wild coyotes where I work. So it's like there is potential you could get eaten by a dog walking to your car after work, or a pack of dogs for that matter. So I try to stay after and, you know, make sure everybody can get to their car safely. Everything is shut down. Everything is turned off and locked properly. Like, no one else gives a fuck. Like, they will leave their posts, not double check doors, not turn lights off, leave gates open, all sorts of crazy things. And not give a fuck. They can go home and probably sleep just fine, and it's whatever to them. But me, Like, I will leave that place even after double checking everything. And if I think maybe something might not be done, it's like, I can't go home. Like, I'll turn around, go back, make sure it's done, closed, locked up, turned off. And then I leave, and it just sucks because I know not one other person on my side cares like that. Like, no one cares. Like, and even the individual workers. Like, I know little things about them. Obviously, you work with them for a while. You get to know them. You get to learn who they are, what they like, what they hate. And I'll be bringing in food and little snacks and like, hey, try this. You might like it. Like, all sorts of shit like that. No one else does that stuff. Like, and that's what sucks too. Like, it's work, whether you like it or not, is your second family. You're with them hours and hours a day, which is why if I ever have another girlfriend down the line and or wife eventually, like, I don't want her to work, because you form these attachments with these people. You get close, you learn their ins and outs, what they like, what they hate. You get very personal with them, and falling in love, you don't choose it. It just sometimes happens. And I've been there myself. A person I would never in a million years like want or be interested in, all of a sudden now I know who they are. They're cool people, and I'm attracted to them. But it's just like, the people you work with, they become your family, and at least that's how they become to me. Whether they feel the same, whatever, I'm pretty sure they don't, and that's fine. It sucks, but it's fine. I get it. I'm very empathetic. I feel people's pains when they're happy. I get just as happy with them. But, I'll do these things for people, and in most of my jobs, there's at least, like, a person or two, if not like a little group, that all kind of like does that kind of stuff. But where I'm at now, everybody is just it's almost like you're pitted versus each other, and almost I don't want to say this the wrong way, but I'm no one's that close where I'm at right now. Like, I am friendly with everybody. I know most people there in the whole entire building, even people I don't work with. But it's just like, I just wish other people would be a little bit like that. But no one gives a shit. And especially with how things are now, it's so short-staffed and it's so overly busy. And it's just, that's also like, I can deal with that nonstop. I can get shit on nonstop and bounce back, no problem. Let me type back to this guy. But a lot of the people that I work with and interact with, they aren't, I guess, they can't handle a lot of shit. Like getting yelled at, getting cussed at by people. It just wears them down. It beats them up. And that shit doesn't get to me. Like, you could say anything you want about me, about my family, whatever. It's just like, yeah, those are words. It's whatever. Like, going to work is almost like my favorite TV show, especially when the people flip out, freak out, and just whatever. It's one of my favorite shows to watch live. Especially when it's busy. People get crazy. But I thoroughly enjoy it, and I can handle it. But with it being short-staffed, with it being overly fucking crazy busy, and with people just getting pissed off left and right now, I feel like we're going to lose a couple workers, and then we're going to be even shorter staffed than we are right now. And it's just like a $10 lunch isn't enough to really say thanks for the hard work. Thanks for being shit on for a month straight plus. Hey, we appreciate that you got kicked in the nuts, shat on, and spit on by people, for the last month. But hey, here's a soggy, nasty, cold-ass sandwich that maybe you'll have time to eat. It's like, it's just not a good way to show your appreciation to your employees that are really sticking it out and giving it their all for you. And what's even crazier to me is when I bring some of this stuff up to, like, the highest up, she almost seems like she doesn't even know what's going on. Like, what do you mean that's happening? It's like, are they not telling you about this? Like, how do you not know what's happening or what's going on? It's like, because, the highest up person, they could see the numbers. They see what's going on. They see who's working and who's not and who we have available, blah, blah, blah. So it's just weird to me when like the highest up is just like, well, really, is this going on? I don't know. It's like, so it's getting lost in translation somewhere, because I know I say things like, I'm not afraid to say things. I'm very blunt, very forward. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you get mad about it, so be it. It's like, I will work my ass off for you, but if something's going on, I'm gonna fucking tell you. And that's what I do. And some people really hate me for that, and they get really mad at me, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, so, I'm telling my higher ups some things that maybe normally other people probably wouldn't say or bring up due to fear of what might happen or what might be said or what might be done to them, and you got me just like, hey, this thing, by the way, yeah, it sucks. It's a piece of shit. And they're like, what? Why didn't they tell me? It's like, well, because they're afraid you might get fired. Or, hey, because they're afraid that you're friends with this person, so they didn't want to bring it up. Blah, blah, blah. Me, on the other hand, it's like, hey, this person is doing this. I don't care if she's your friend. It's wrong. Fuck that bitch, fire her. Or, it's something. I will bring it up. It's like, it's business. When I go to work, I go there to work and make money and go home. If we become friends or I get a friend out of this deal, or even a really close friend, that's a bonus. Like, I will take that all day. But at the end of the day, I'm there to work, not be your friend. And if you're fucking shit up and we might be friendly, it's like, hey, I might say something to you like, hey man, this shit's kind of fucked. Why don't you just not do that or whatever? And yeah, it's when it doesn't change, I don't know, man. It's just a weird world that we live in, and I just don't know sometimes. I just don't fucking know. Yo, who is this that's texting me on the YouTube chat? I'm texting back, but no one's answering. Sorta a cut one live. Where can I click on this and see who this is? What does this button do? I'm new to this YouTube chat thing with OBS. It's very interesting. What? Delay. Weird. I wonder why my camera's doing that. It's so weird. So the reason I'm definitely having issues with all this is because I keep having all these bright ideas, like I'm going to set it up like this. Maybe I'll try it like this, see what works best. But the best way it's ever worked, I can't remember how I had it set up. Go figure. And now just camera delays, or even when I was streaming at the beginning of the stream, it looked all weird and funkular. But nothing seems to go right. Nothing. It would just be nice if I can get a Mac laptop and use that for my music and music only. Then I can use this computer just for streaming and games, and then use my other computer maybe for just like a host around my house, something like that. But even though this is supposedly a super crazy awesome computer, man, I'm just still like, fuck this thing. Fuck this thing. Why is technology gotta be so stupid? So yeah, if you want to join the show, feel free. If you're watching the screen, it says meeting number and password. That is what you're going to type in when you go to Zoom. It's going to ask you for a meeting number and a password to join. And you could either join with your cameras on, with your cameras off. It doesn't matter. It's fine either way. I appreciate you either way. But yeah, you can be part of the show. You can talk shit to me. You can drop farts. Like, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. It's a free world. So, I've been working. One of my buddies I used to work with, he's pretty big in the metal scene in Cleveland. His brother may or may not have been in Mushroom Head, to name drop. But yeah, he's a really cool dude. He and his buddies just formed this band, and they just released the album not too long ago. And I just saw this video he had on Facebook at one point, and I was like, hey man, like I could make you something like really cool if you want. And he actually responded back, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm looking to make kind of like a lyric video for one of my songs. Like, can you do that for me?" I was like, "Absolutely. I have video editing software. Just let me know what you want, and we'll make it happen." So he sends me over some artwork that he had made for the album. Just paid some guy, like, pretty cool pictures, and he gave me the lyrics and he gave me the song. So I've been working on that the last 2-3 weeks now, and I'm really excited to get this out there, for many reasons. A, because it would be cool to make more videos for people, like other people, for money. B, it will give me an example to show other people, like, hey, this is what I made. I know it's just a lyric video, but this is what I got. This is what I could do. This is what I can offer you. And see, I'm getting more experience with this video, learning this program, the ins and outs, and I'm only just scratching the surface. There's a lot of cool things this can do, which, again, I'm still learning. But it just sucks because I'm doing like 40 billion things at the same time. But, I'm still working on my album, which I haven't even touched probably now for like a month, if I'm being honest. It's just been sitting there. I just need somebody to help me kind of like produce it. I've recorded everything, but as far as like sound placement, like I got the stereoscopic part down, but as far as like just placing it in the mix and equalizing it, like I don't have the ear for that. I know what should be panned left and panned right. That's about it. Kinda. But if I could just have someone to help me with that, my album would be done real quick. But between the podcast, working on the album, working on this video for a dude, and then just all the other side things I'm trying to get done, it's a bit overwhelming. But that's why nothing's getting done. But I will say, this video that I am making for the guy, it's one of the most closest to done projects that I have. And I'm actually, if he doesn't want like live footage mixed in with the video, then basically I think I'm done. And that would be pretty cool. He's like I don't know if it's like death metal. I don't know what it would be classified as. But again, he is very well connected in the Cleveland music scene, and if I can get this out there, he could post it on his page. I have my information on the end of the video, of course, as well. And I would love to do that because another reason I'm really excited about making this video for him is because I have a list, like a fucking list of skits, like comedy skits that I want to get done. And that's another thing, I've been fucking with as well with everything else going on is... for this podcast show, I want to eventually like hit a button just in the middle of all of this, just hit a button in the middle of talking, just very unexpectedly, and just one of my skits will start playing. And eventually, maybe do like a comedy show at one point, or just have like an hour-long something. But the fact that I'm getting a lot of experience with this editing program now will be great for those skits in the future. Because I've had this program for a minute now. I haven't really got to use it much. But that's changed. So it's pretty cool. Got some experience in, and pretty much loving it. Got no complaints. Alright. Let's see if this is going to fuck shit up. Let's hit studio mode. Studio mode. Bah. Wow, it's like super delay now. Or maybe that's just what I'm seeing. I don't know. If there is a delay, I apologize. Let's see if I can add this in. Where is it? Is it this one? And then I go to cut. Boom. So I've been figuring this OBS program out. It's pretty cool. In studio mode, you can kind of fuck with the... It shows you two screens, basically. So the screen on the left that it shows me, you guys will not see. And I can add all sorts of stuff on it. And then when I hit a button, it'll all pop up on the other screen without you seeing me fuck with stuff. So I think that's pretty fucking cool. Just that in and of itself. But as you can see, I got a bong cam. Ooh, excuse me. Actually, and this is what okay, so right now I'm going to change how big the screen is for the bong cam. You can't see it now, but I just edited it. That was weird. So now I'm going to hit the button, and you're going to see that little bong screen shorten. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so cool. I can do that. But yeah, I didn't know that was a thing before. So, on my show, I try to, well, not try to, but I'm gonna make it a thing. Maybe like do some dabs with everybody. Like, hey, if you got dabs, do them. This is the time to do it. So I think that'll be right now on the show. I already have my email. It's been going for a minute now, so it's a ready to go. It's a ready to go. So if you got dabs, you got a joint, you got a bowl, whatever, get ready. Let's smoke them together. It's really neat. Like, I always pictured like the show if it got really big for whatever reason. I know it's not super awesome, but if it ever got really big, I just always have that thought of when it comes to this part of the show, like everybody let's smoke, and like because I think I can have like 50 people on the Zoom meeting, something crazy like that. So if I ever got big, and obviously there's no one on Zoom right now, as you can see from the screen, no one else's face has popped up, no one's here. But ideally, it would be cool, like even like to take my video off and the bong camera, just leave that on, but just have everybody else's picture on here or videos. That would be pretty cool. And then to all kind of like do a dab together. And you know, everybody's scattered around the world, so it'd be really cool to just like do a rip at the same time with everybody else. True, we're not all in the same room hanging out smoking together, but it's still that sense of camaraderie between, you know, your fellow man and womankind. So I just think in the future that'd be really cool, even right now. But you know, it's things to shoot for, things to strive for. Oh yeah. Oh my god. That's almost the shredders. I am the shredder. It was retarded. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna do a dab, and I got some nice stuff. Wait, look how nice that is. Come on, focus. Focus. Now I have my medical card. I'm legally allowed to do this. Just figured I'd throw that out there now as a disclaimer. I don't encourage anybody to do this that should not be doing this. It sucks that I have to say something like that, but I feel like that needs to be said for some reason, so I ain't trying to get sued. I ain't trying to get sued because I don't even know what I'm doing properly on this YouTube thing here. So, alright guys, so here we go. It sucks. iPhone 12 camera needs to focus. Well, whatever. It's a nice crumbly, super florally, just Cheers, guys. Damn, will do you. Funny thought, though. I was just in support, I guess, of myself, but more so for my buddy. I told him that I'd quit with him, which is fine. Like, I have no reservations, anything crazy like that about quitting. It's cool. But I told him that I was only gonna quit till the new Spider-Man game came out. Because that's my shit. And if I can quit relatively soon, because that game doesn't come out till October 20th. At least that's what they said. But if I could just and it shouldn't be an issue. The first couple days are always the worst, but by that I mean like sleeping. It's really rough to just fall asleep, and then like you have no appetite, so that'll kind of suck, especially especially if I get the promotion, because there's a lot of running around. My body's going to be demanding some food, and I'm just not going to want to eat anything. But it might not be such a bad thing with these big old titties I got going on here. Maybe I'll lose some of these titties a little bit. That's fine. I'll lose some titties. Damn, sorry. But that's how doing dabs goes. At least with me. So, let me just go ahead, turn this off real quick because we don't need that anymore. Watch the dab cam go by. So cool. I feel so professional. I'm such a hack. That's tight. But, so that leads me, so the whole quitting until October for Spider-Man, it's like, yeah, that'd be cool, but then what am I going to do with my bros on the show? When it's that time. And that time could be any time during the show. That's usually how that would play out. But, damn. So, there's this game, Days Gone. I forgot what a fucking amazing game this is. I don't usually get scared by shit, I guess. But I played this game, and it was back when I had the PS4. And I'm playing it on my PS5, but I'm playing this game, and it was so fucking scary. I had to hide in like this bush. You can hide from things, from there's zombies and shit. But I was hiding in this bush, and it was so scary. I literally sat in this bush for a half an hour because I didn't know what to do. It's just like, because when you start off, you don't really know what the fuck's going on. Like, they play out the story, like some video sequence, whatever, and then it just like you're in this game, and you're still learning it, doing shit, but it's so intensely scary, especially right away, especially when you don't know what you're doing, especially when you don't know the main basic controls even. But luckily in time, it tells you to like hide in this bush, so I'm hiding. There's just zombies and just like the craziest shit everywhere. And as you go in the game, the zombies get crazier. And it's not just zombies you have to worry about. There's fucking people. There's like survivors, just like asshole pieces of shit that try to kill you, rape you, take you for everything you like. It's a crazy game. But then you have animals like bears and wolves and crows, all kind of shit. But then you have infected those kind of animals. They're just, I was just playing it the other day, and it's such a good fucking game. And I've already beaten it, so now I'm playing it on like, where you don't get maps, and it doesn't show you where you are or where you left your motorcycle. And it's just like, there's a lot that just like makes it a little, I guess it makes it a little more real. And, yeah, you definitely feel it. It's, because, like I said, I've beaten it already, but there's hordes all around the map, like, of hundreds, where, like, if you just accidentally, like, are driving your motorcycle and run into one, it's like, you're probably gonna die. But it's just, and the music, when you encounter these things and these crazy scenarios, the music is so perfectly scary for those moments. It's one of the best games I've ever played. And why they didn't make a sequel yet, I'll never know. But for some reason, they're making a movie. But maybe that's what they're waiting for. Like, if the movie does good, we'll make another one. But the game was so good. I highly recommend and advise you to try Days Gone. Let me see if I can pull up a trailer here without it fucking up everything. Maybe my camera's getting fucked right now. I can't see. All right, let's go to YouTube. And we will go to Days Gone. I'll try to show you this real quick. Days Gone. Can I show the trailer? All right, it's 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So let me pause this. Let me see if I can share the screen now. Go to properties, change this to Days Gone. Oh shit. It's gonna let me show it, I think. This will be cool. Wait, let me full screen this now. Full screen this. Okay. I have to shrink. Hold on. Almost there. Just bear with me. I know you probably already watched it on your phone by now. Here we go. Let me just... boom. Okay, so let me just hit that play button.
You know, we never talked about it.
Do that. We'll see what we can do for you.
Dude, yeah, like, just crazy fucking shit. Crazy human people. Dude. Dude, this game was crazy.
You gotta ask yourself, what does it matter if everyone else is dead?
Yeah. So yeah, so that was Days Gone. Pretty tight. Pretty tight, right? Just for legal reasons, I kind of jumped all through the trailer. But that gives you an idea. It luckily stopped at some really cool points. So, I don't know how I got onto video games from talking about motivation and what would probably help your employees out. And I don't know, man. Just so much to take in from that. But I guess what I'm saying is if you're going to go to work, just realize that you're not just going to work for a paycheck. You're going to work and kind of, it's almost your job, if you give a fuck a little bit, to not make the other person just like have to do it all alone, I guess. Because that's how it's like, I wouldn't want to do all that shit by myself. So yes, let me lighten the load and help you. Or like for the people the next day, like I know this will help them. They won't have to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this real quick. Because honestly, it ain't going to take me shit for time or effort. Like it just, boom, done. That just saved the other person like 20 minutes probably from having to run back or forth to do whatever, you know, just, you are there to get a paycheck, but you have a family there now, and you got to take care of each other. So keep that in mind. Take care of each other. Fucking, I don't know what else to say other than that. You guys are there. You guys are both fucking in the fire. So, you know, don't let one person get shot more than you, you know? Fucking even Steven. Then you might both have a chance. But you keep letting that other one get shot too much, they're just gonna be like, fuck you. Yeah. Your family, you're gonna see each other every day probably for a really long time. Don't be a Joe Schmo. Fucking... Oh, my camera died. Hold on. Yes, trust this. What? My phone's been plugged in this whole time. That's weird. Hold on a second. Weird. Wait, did I turn it on? No. Properties. Well, that's the show, bros. That's the show. You know how it goes. Do I really have to open this other thing? Wow, that's weird. Let me just unplug it and plug it back in. That's really weird. It's showing me the camera. I don't understand, people. I just don't get it. Try this one. When in doubt, use another program. That's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying now. And so close to the end of the show, too. I apologize for the lack of professionalism that's happening right now. Because if you ask me, it's kind of a bag of dicks. And trying to remember what this other thing was called. I haven't used this other camera program for so long. So I don't remember what to open for it. Okay. Well, if anything, I could always turn this one back on. Boom. All right. Here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. That works. All right. So, basically, don't be a piece of shit, people. Help your fellow man out. Do your best. Because your best will translate and make other people want to do their best. So, please, help your family out. Your family is the people you work with. Do right by them, and they will do right by you. I'm sorry to bring this up about work. I really could have talked about anything, but A, these shows are kind of therapeutic. B, it was on my mind. There's a lot of other shit happening, but I am also ADHD, so, which is how he got talking about job and video games, and somehow back to the... That's ADHD at its best. Live. ADHD live at its best. I'm glad this camera's still working. That's pretty cool. At least I had a backup. It sucked for a little bit. I apologize. And now you have to look at this terrible side view of my face. But good news is, about an hour into the show. Oh, wow. Look at that. I can really make this work. Boom. A boom, boom, boom. That's really fucking close. All right. Cool beans. So that's really close to my face. And boom. Yes. Love that I could do that. It's so it feels like magic. It's magic powers. And then, boom. Surprise. Didn't see that coming, did ya? I am like a magic master. I would, ADHD again. So, if anybody watching ever gets to this point in the video, past all the no video parts of the video, I really want to get into some voice acting. I feel like I could do a really good job with that. It's just, I don't know how. But, I just want to do too many things, man. I hate ADHD. Like, I get super hyper fixated on something for a while. And I just, go hard. And then just ooh, what is this thing? And then start going hard. And it's oh, this other thing. Start going hard. So it's I'm a master of nothing. But I know a little bit about everything. It's such a weird thing. But I feel like the one thing that's been persistent and ever ongoing with me is voices. If you are and do happen to be close with me, I will send you these little, with the iPhone, like you can have like a cat face or like a monkey's face or whatever, and when you talk, it's like really accurate. So I'll try to give each one like a different voice and a different personality, and sometimes I'll send like 30 of these fucking things in a row, just like having a conversation back between these two. I don't know, it's a really good time and I enjoy it. And then other people have commented on it as well. So I think that'd be a really cool thing to kind of get into or try out. And I wish I had like an animator friend because I know nothing about it. And usually when like I want to do things like this, it's like, oh, I know nothing about this. I'll start learning about it. Again, hyper fixated. Like I'll get some knowledge on it. Some I get a little more than others, but I'll start it and then just it'll be another thing I started and didn't finish. God damn it. Some things I just run out of time for. Like I was building a kiln for glass blowing, and while I had a garage, I fucking welded this thing after designing this thing and then painting this thing, and then I just didn't have enough time to get to the doors. I had to move, and when I got to my new place, just with the new job I had, like I never got around to fucking with the doors. And then I thought I was gonna be at this house for a while until like a month and a half before my lease was up. They basically came to me like, "Hey, we're actually gonna sell the house. We need you out in a month and a half." I was like, "What?" So I didn't really get a chance to fuck with it at that house. So now all this shit is just sitting in a storage unit, and like I blew glass like a half of a time. I can't even call it one time because I burned my hand real bad the second time, so I didn't even really get to blow glass. And I waited for hours that day. But I've never felt that way about doing something before. Like I have loved before, and I love playing music. I enjoy playing music, but like when I did that for the first time, and this dude was like, "Hey, turn this thing into a marble." I was like, "I have no idea how to do that." He's like, "Do it." Gave me a rod. Somehow I kind of did it. And then he's like, "Whoa, cool. All right, hey, put dots on it." And then I put a couple dots on it, and he was showing this other kid something. So then I just made a sea turtle, which I don't know where that is to this day. I had it for so long, but I'm not sure where it is anymore. And that really sucks because that thing was really cool. But I made a sea turtle, and like I have never felt that way about doing something before. It was insane. So I wanted to chase that feeling because it's like music's never made me feel like that, and I love playing music, and it's all the other things I love to do never made me feel like that. And it's just when I did that, it just felt so natural and right, and just like, but kilns were so expensive. So then it's like, instead of buy one, I watch a billion YouTube videos and taught myself how to weld, and then just welded this fucking crazy soon-to-be kiln eventually. This big old steel fucking box. And, but man, I just never got to finish it. But it's fine because I wouldn't be able to use it now anyway, and I wouldn't be able to be blowing glass anywhere because I just can't do that here at the moment. But fucking ADHD, man, and projects, but I got pretty far on that. I learned how to fucking paint. Like I could paint your car now. I mean, I'm sure I still need a lot of practice, and I know there's an art, but it's like I have all the ideas, and I know what you need to bond paints with metals and shit. It's like it's weird. You never think you're gonna learn some things. I never thought I'd weld or like spray paint like real like car heat paint, and just it's really neat. Really neat thing. But so yeah. I forgot where I was going with all that. ADHD and some weed. It'll be very interesting to go 3+ months not smoking Crown de la Dough. But I definitely could use the break, and I don't mind. And to support a friend, like I'll do what I gotta do sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. when I can, when I feel like I could definitely manage, still like do things later, productive. Oh shit, taco supremacy. So all over the place. This is why I need my co-stars. Like, I don't know where Dell has been. I'm just kind of writing him off at this point. He's never ever called me about it or asked me about it. And so it's like, all right, that's cool. That's fine. I think I have 2 of Ron's numbers. I did try calling him, but he didn't answer. Or did I text him? I did something. But I didn't do the show last week because I had this crazy awesome concert to go to that I didn't even know about. But thank God for Sam, like, and his awesome musical taste. We got to see some cool shit. Oh, wait, can I play it? I wonder if that uploaded to my cloud. Oh, that would be so cool if I could play that. I hope that's on my cloud because it'll be in such good fucking quality. iCloud. Oh, I would be so excited if I could just pull this up right now. It was, man, I'm really pissed. Normally, I'll get an iPhone with a lot of room on it, like a shit ton of space, but my thinking with this phone was I will just unload everything onto, like, once my phone gets full, I'll just pull everything off and put it onto a hard drive, and then I'll have another fresh however many gigabytes this is again. Well, that's cool and all until you forget you set your phone to 4K recording and you go to see a really crazy band that you didn't know was crazy until they started playing and being crazy. And you get to the second song and it dies after like 14 minutes because it sucked up all the space. It's a bag of dicks. So yeah, I got like 2 videos. That's a bummer. Oh, it's gonna make me sign in and ding my phone and all sorts of crazy shit. Damn it, I really want you guys to see this. This might be worth it. It might be worth it. I'm gonna do it. If it lets me do it. It's going really slow probably because I'm streaming. I don't even know what the stream looks like at this point. It's probably super choppy because my computer's trying to do everything at once. Yes. Sign in, please. My phone's about to go blank. As phones do. Alright. Go to my photos and videos, please. Is this how things leak on the internet accidentally? People upload iCloud Live while they're doing things and all the sacrednesses get out there. Good thing my streaming is set up how it is right now because I have to hit a button before it'll send it on the live. So that's pretty cool, I suppose. I forgot that's a thing until I clocked back into there. Come on, load my shit. I'm trying to play a video for peoples. But these guys are they were really good. I was not expecting... apparently this wasn't even supposed to be played live, from what I was told. The show we saw. And the name was so crazy that I couldn't remember it right now to save my life if I wanted to. What is happening? Reload, you stupid biatch. Yes, my photos, please. Blaz. Apologize. This is a bag of dicks. Well, anyway, I appreciate you guys joining me. I know I've been solo. I know my cameras went out. All the more reason I think I'm just... instead of using my phones, I'm just going to stick to these Logitechs. And just do it that way. And then, alright, this ain't working. We're just going to go ahead and close that. I'm just going to go ahead and actually even close Zoom. No one has joined, so this will definitely help my stream quality. I almost kind of want to try to play some games, but I would need people for that. And I don't have people at the moment. I guess I could always look on on the good old messenger, see who's around. I see. Ain't nobody else but me. It's cool. Holy shit. Just be a good person, people. Fucking work hard. If two people are working hard, no one has to work super hard. So help your fellow worker out. Do what you gotta do. You hear those boomings in the background? I wonder if that's coming through. Oh, let me turn this off. And boosh. Nice. That is cool. I really do appreciate that part of all of this. And then just like, boosh. Oh, big. I need a better video card. So hard do I need one. I didn't realize how very much important that was with streaming and other stuff. Video processing, I suppose you would call it. Because I didn't really plan on playing video games with my computer. It was more so for like recording and music and video production. Even though with video production, I guess that video processing power counts. But that was like the one thing I lacked on when I built this computer. I was like, yeah, the video card I don't care about. Just I need a crazy RAM, crazy good processor, SSD hard drive. You know, just all the noob mistakes have been made on my part. But we'll see if I've learned. I do my best to try to learn from situations at most times. But, you know, I'm a fucking human. I make mistakes. Although I am damn near close to perfect. Just kidding. I'm not tall. I haven't eaten yet. And what time did I wake up? 3 p.m.? I did that 3 p.m. Saturday wake up. That's what I did. And then just kind of laid around, rubbed a blanket on my face. Just that nice softness of a blanket. For hours. It was great. It was just one of those kind of things you just needed for the day. And I definitely needed that shit. It's been crazy. Life's been crazy. Sometimes you just gotta lay in the bed and rub a blanket on your face and just realize that that's good enough. That'll do, pig. That'll do. But I think we're gonna go play some Days Gone. I'm gonna make some food, play some Days Gone, and try to enjoy this froidness. Even though like it sucks, I get so torn, especially when I get a little frode. Because when I get frode, normally I just kind of jump to music stuff. Or if I start video editing, that's a good good rabbit hole to go down, especially being frode. And by frode I mean hi. But I definitely enjoy it. But it just sucks because I want to do them all. I want to do all those things right now. I want to play some video games while simultaneously eating, while editing this video I'm working on, while making a new song. It sucks. I want to do it all. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Maybe I can't do a little this or a little that. I like to get into it. Get in there. I get in there and stay in there for a while and just enjoy the ambiance of whatever it is that I am doing. And I don't let anything bother me. It's like when my headphones are on, my phone really doesn't get answered. Friends get pissed. I apologize. I'll work on it. But I just get so deeply into the things. And that's why I can't wait. So Spider-Man October 20th. It's just a lot of time to not blaze and just all of a sudden, because I'm not I'm not gonna go little. I'm probably just gonna go right back to dabs. I'll try to do a little one, I guess. But ultimately, that's probably where it'll start. And if you know dabs, you know that's. If you don't know dabs, that would be like me going from nothing to probably smoking like a. Just imagine smoking 3 or 4 joints in a row. And that's one little dab. Probably. That's what that would be close or equivalent to, probably. Well, I don't know. I've never pressed it myself, so I can't really say. But either way, it's a concentrate, so use your imagination. I always tell people concentrate. It's like if you ever get those frozen concentrates of juice from the grocery store that are in those little tubes in the frozen section. So smoking a joint would be like putting that frozen thing into a container and then diluting it with water and making your juice. That would be like smoking weed. Doing a dab would just be like taking that frozen thing out of its container and just taking a bite of it. Just like intense concentrated. That's the best comparison I could give you with that. So from going from nothing to just like that and playing Spider-Man, like, holy crap, I will be Spider-Man. I will be swinging through those cities, fighting Venom, or being Venom. I don't know what it's going to be, but either way, the dude that played the original Candyman, he's voicing Venom, and it's going to be insane. Yes, I'm a dork. I don't care. That game is going to look sick on this PS5. It's going to look insane. I can't wait. So, on that note, I'm going to go and, I guess at the very least, make some food right now. And then, I'll probably just end up laying back on my bed, rubbing a blanket on my face. We'll see. Probably not. If I'm all greasy and gross, I'll probably just destroy my equipment somehow in the process. But thanks, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to try to have a little more of a put-together show next week. I might even try to... Well, no. I don't know. I'm not going to put that out there yet. But, yeah, I'll try to have a little more of a put-together show and people here. It is awfully quiet. But on that note, I'm going to let you guys go because I want to eat. I'm fucking hungry. So you guys have a good night. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for chatting in the YouTube chat. I appreciate that. And then we'll see you guys on the next show. All right? So peace, love, and chicken grease, I guess. Oh. I hate how it cuts out like that. Stupid. That is stupid. Bye.